Good morning, my fellow TIs. My face has been a little bit swollen. Last night it was really swollen, especially under my eyes. I've been crying a little bit from pain. I've made a video on this before, to where I stood there and, I know it sounds crazy. I just woke up. I know it sounds crazy to some people. Other people, it's not so crazy. The people that are targeted at their house or their apartment, you hear all sorts of weird things. But I made a video on this before. But the only difference is now is that, when the neighbors behind my bathroom wall, when they're doing something with the water, it's really loud in here. And you can hear the water. That happened not too long ago. But it's really loud in here and you can hear it. In the other room, it's one room and then my bathroom. But, they applied heat to me last night. I mean, it was probably over 7 p.m. And damn well, it doesn't all of a sudden start getting hot. You start getting sweaty at 7 p.m. Mind you, this wasn't in there when Donald lived in there. It's like, they made these flat trap doors so they can have easy access. And, apparently the people next door have access to it. And it looks like, have you ever seen, like, the boiler room in a factory or, back in the old days, the place where it looks like a copper, like a copper cooking contraption or something with all these copper pipes coming out of it. Well, this is a mini version. And, the handyman installed, see these two flat trap doors. You can open them. I don't know if you can see them or not. But look at, you see? This is like a soft substance. You see it? Oh. And behind those flat trap doors is like that copper cooking pot thing, with all these copper pipes coming out of it. And I've sat up here before and told you that there's holes. And out of those holes, comes hot air. Hot air. You could actually feel it coming out. I know it's bad in the bathroom, but yeah, and all of a sudden at 7 o'clock, I think it was after 7 p.m. All of a sudden after 7 p.m., you can see like light coming off of those windows. You see how swollen I am? I'm red. But all of a sudden I start sweating my ass off. They heat me up. My face feels swollen. I don't know what the heat does to your fucking joints and your bones, but I'm in fucking pain. Last night I was getting like cramps and I could barely move and it hurt. And my face was really swollen. But they heat me up, and for no reason at all. I mean, the only reason I could think of is they hear everything or whatever. I was charging my phone and my window was closed. So I was entertaining myself, singing just stupid stuff to the cat and stuff like that. But the only thing I could think of is that I annoyed them, And you don't have to have a reason for these people to punish you. As for copper pipes, look at my pipes. I don't know if you could see them. But they're plastic. Nobody's going to spend money on all these copper pipes and this copper contraption unless they're funded. And they're doing this for a reason. And guess what? I'm the reason. I'm really dehydrated. And it really sucks. It sucks a lot. And the neighbor behind the wall, in number 17, and this neighbor, you can hear them communicate. I might not be able to hear what they say, but some stuff I can. Because you can hear when one talks, and then that one stops, and the other talks, and then that one stops. Hold on. And when you're targeted with the place you live, you can see the changes and you can hear the changes going on. Synthetic telepathy, all that crap. This little shit that seems so little, like heating somebody up. Imagine what it does to their body. My health problems, I don't care what a fucking doctor says. My health problems stemmed from me being targeted and attacked. They did. They stem from this. And, some TIs say, oh, well, some do it because of the money. Others do it because they were threatened and somehow into doing it. smear campaign, whatever. But if there's more than one person against you, it is targeting. It trickles down from above into the community. Mind you, we're not all on the same program. But it trickles down into the community. And this covert bullshit, after a long time, they start getting pretty bold with it. Like the phone thing. That's pretty fucking bold. That phone had to use the same SIM that the newer one got. But yet it was replaced back with the old one after a year. The one that didn't charge. The SIM card was put in there. It worked for a few until the charge went out. That's a pretty bold move. It's me going to sleep with the charger, charging in the fucking bathroom and waking up with the broken phone on my chest. That's a bold move. These people are getting really bold. They've been getting bold. After you figure some shit out, they don't care. Be aware of your surroundings. Especially if you're alone. Check out my little buddy right here. My little furry buddy. Handyman. Fucking... Like I have pictures of footsteps coming in my apartment. And, throughout the years, paint footsteps on one. One while these managers were managers. No, nobody's been in there. Come on, they left mucky footprints. Be aware of the changes that go on. There's been a lot of changes. It's a shame. I've been here 17 years. It's a shame that, people band together and unite just to destroy one person or attempt to destroy one person. It's not for the greater good. My health is gonzo. It's not for the greater good. It's not for the greater outcome. Not too long ago, I flushed something down the toilet. And what do I hear? And those pipes next door, or whatever, on the other side, I hear clink, 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 So I go in the bathroom and I start flushing, because if you know me, and what I've said, I have to plunge or, build up on toilet paper and pee and pee and pee and, plunge, then plunge, because I get sick and tired of plunging every time. I have never seen a cap put on anybody's toilet. And by cap, I mean, what comes down to the freaking floor and goes in the wall. You know how you can turn off the water in your toilet, or you can turn it up so it'll flush better? There's a cap put on mine. I cannot turn it off. And I can only turn it like a little. And that stays to the fullest. Just a little. I have never seen a cat put on somebody's toilet water to where they can't shut it off, or, you know, they can't put the water pressure higher. Well, anyways, you know, I have to plunge all the time. And, you know, I start hearing this clink, 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 clink. And I'm thinking, how the fuck is she doing that? She's fishing, trying to get whatever I flushed down that toilet. You know? Yeah. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard of it where, you know, like in prison and shit, you know, you can, you know, there's certain prisons where you can flush notes down the toilet and food, and it'll go to the whoever, and they gotta catch it through the toilet, you know? Yeah. I don't know how the fuck my shit goes to her shit, but she was trying to fish it out. And I know it sounds fucking weird. And it probably is. And maybe I'm not explaining this stuff right. And maybe I don't have the right answers on, you know, how they do it, or, you know, how they heat me up. But I know what I saw. I know exactly what I saw. And I know exactly what I feel. You know, and standing over there with those holes, you can feel the fucking hot air just rushing out. And it's done purposely. It's done on purpose. There's so much more I have to say. But that heat applied to me yesterday really screwed me up. And I still can't find my laughter. I mean, I laugh, but I can't find my sense of humor. You know, my sense of humor helps me deal with things and helps me have a good spirit. And no matter how bad things get, you know, it helps my heart stay. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm going to end this video. But peace, joy, and laughter. Pray for me to find mine.